Welcome back to the channel. What if I told you that a penny in your pocket could be worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars? That's right, the humble 1997 US penny, the one you might pass over without a second glance, holds secrets that have collectors scrambling. Could you unknowingly possess one of these hidden treasures? Stick around, because today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1997 penny. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to spot a coin that could change your fortune. Let's get started by exploring what makes this tiny coin so fascinating. The 1997 penny might look like just another member of the US coin family, but its story is anything but ordinary. It's part of a lineage that stretches back over a century, with its roots firmly planted in American history. In 1997, the U.S. penny still carried the iconic design introduced in 1909, Abraham Lincoln's profile on the front, or obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This classic design, created by Victor D. Brenner and Frank Gasparo, respectively, symbolized the nation's admiration for one of its greatest presidents. The 1997 penny wasn't made of solid copper like its earlier counterparts. Instead, it was primarily zinc with a thin copper coating, 97.5% zinc and just 2.5% copper, to be exact. This change in composition, introduced in 1982, was intended to save on production costs as the price of copper rose. Minted at 3 locations, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, these coins were churned out by the billions. Philadelphia alone produced approximately 4.6 billion, while Denver contributed another 4.5 billion. The San Francisco Mint focused on proof coins, special editions crafted with meticulous care for collectors. With so many 1997 pennies in circulation, you might be wondering, what makes a few of them so special? To answer that, we need to dig deeper into the world of coin errors and variants, those tiny mistakes or unique characteristics that can transform an ordinary coin into a sought-after collector's item. Let me ask you this: what if your 1997 penny was more than just pocket change? What if it was one of the rare error coins that are highly prized by collectors? Errors can occur during the minting process, and while the US Mint works hard to maintain quality, occasional mistakes slip through. These mistakes create anomalies that turn a coin into a rarity, and rarity means value. One of the most famous types of coin errors is the double die error. Imagine this: during the minting process, the die, a tool used to stamp the coin, is slightly misaligned or duplicated. The result? Certain areas of the coin, like the date or inscriptions, appear doubled. In the case of the 1997 penny, collectors look closely at the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" for signs of doubling. Even with the naked eye, you might notice the letters appear as if they're shadowed or stamped twice. With a magnifying glass or loupe, the details come to life. A double die error penny from 1997 can fetch anywhere from $50 to $200, depending on its condition. That's right. Your spare change could be worth a dinner out or even a luxury shopping spree. But the double die isn't the only error worth hunting for. Off-center strikes are another fascinating anomaly. Picture this: during minting, the blank coin doesn't align perfectly with the die, resulting in a penny where the design is visibly shifted. The more dramatic the misalignment, the rarer, and more valuable, the coin. A 1997 penny with an off-center strike could sell for over $100. And then there are clipped planchets. This occurs when the metal sheet used to create the blanks doesn't feed properly into the cutting machine, leaving a crescent-shaped clip on the coin's edge. These quirky-looking pennies are highly collectible, with prices varying based on the size and location of the clip. Die cracks or cuts are another error to watch for. A die crack appears as a thin raised line on the coin, while a cud is a chunk of extra metal caused by a damaged die. These imperfections may seem minor, but to a collector, they add charm and value. Now, you might be thinking, how can I tell if my penny is one of these rare finds? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Let's walk through the steps to identify a valuable 1997 penny. First, grab a magnifying glass or a loupe. This essential tool helps you spot minute details like doubling or cracks. Inspect the obverse, paying close attention to the date, Liberty, and In God We Trust. Look for doubling, faint lines, or unusual spacing. Next, examine the coin's edges and surface. Check for signs of off-center strikes or clipped planchets. Run your fingers gently along the edges. Can you feel any irregularities? Weighing your penny can also reveal surprises. A standard 1997 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. Deviations might indicate it was struck on an incorrect planchet, which is another type of rare error. And here's a crucial tip: never clean your coins. Cleaning can strip away the natural patina, drastically reducing their value. Instead, store your findings in protective cases to preserve their condition. So, you've identified a potential treasure. Now what? The next step is understanding the market for 1997 pennies. Coin values are determined by three key factors: rarity, condition, and demand. The rarer the coin, the higher its value, especially if it's in excellent condition. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, boosting its market appeal. Examples of high-value 1997 penny sales abound. A pristine double die error could sell for hundreds, while a dramatic off-center strike might fetch a similar amount. Online marketplaces like eBay and heritage auctions are great places to sell, but local coin dealers and shows offer opportunities to meet buyers face-to-face. Before you sell, here's a warning: avoid common pitfalls that could cost you money. Rushing to sell without grading or undervaluing your coin's rarity could leave you shortchanged. Take your time, research, and consult experts. As we wrap up, let's recap what we've uncovered. The 1997 US penny might seem ordinary, but with the right knowledge, it can transform into a piece of history and a potential payday. From doubled die errors to off-center strikes, the possibilities are endless. So, what are you waiting for? Check your pockets, raid your piggy banks, and dive into those jars of spare change. You never know, you might already have a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And be sure to join us for our next episode, where we'll uncover another surprising coin story that could change your life. Remember, treasure hunting doesn't always require a map or a shovel. Sometimes, it starts with a penny in your pocket. It's just a penny, right? Or is it? What if I told you that a simple 1998 US penny, something most of us would overlook in our loose change, could actually be worth thousands, perhaps even hundreds of thousands, of dollars? Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? Well, get ready, because what I'm about to share will completely change how you look at that little copper coin sitting in your pocket. The 1998 US penny is no ordinary coin. To most people, it's just spare change. But for numismatics, or coin collectors, this particular penny holds a secret that's been turning heads for years. What could possibly make something so common, so extraordinary? By the end of this video, you'll know the answer. You'll learn exactly what to look for, and who knows, you might be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it. So, grab your jar of coins, settle in, and let's embark on this fascinating journey into the hidden world of the 1998 US penny. Before we dive into what makes this coin so special, let's take a step back and look at its history. Pennies have always been more than just a currency. They're tiny snapshots of American history, each one telling a story of the time in which it was minted. The penny we're talking about today features the iconic Lincoln Memorial design, a piece of artistry created by Victor D. Brenner. Brenner's design has graced the penny since 1909, celebrating Abraham Lincoln's centennial birthday. But there's more to the story than just the design. In 1998, pennies were minted using a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. This combination gave them their familiar look and feel. At a glance, it might seem like just another penny, common, unremarkable, and certainly not worth more than its face value. But what was happening in 1998 adds another layer of intrigue. It was a time of transition and technological innovation in the United States. The economy was booming, the internet was taking off, and coin production was running at full steam to keep up with demand. Millions of 1998 pennies were minted at facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each of these mints produced what we call ordinary coins. They followed the same design, the same composition, the same size, and the same weight. So, why on earth would anyone think a 1998 penny could be worth more than a cent? Let's break it down. A typical 1998 penny weighs about 2.5 grams, has a diameter of 19 millimeters, and carries a mint mark indicating where it was produced: Philadelphia with no mark, Denver with a D, and San Francisco with an S. Here's a fun fact: billions of these coins were minted in 1998. That's right, billions. So, if it's so common, why are collectors buzzing about it? Well, because some of these pennies aren't ordinary at all. Imagine this: a factory machine stamps a coin slightly off-center, or a tiny flaw in the die leaves an unusual imprint. These are called mint errors, and they're the key to why some 1998 pennies are so valuable. Take the wide AM and close AM variants, for example. On most pennies, the letters A and M in America on the reverse side are supposed to be spaced closely together. But in a rare error, the spacing is wide, creating the wide AM variant. This seemingly minor difference has collectors scouring through their change, hoping to strike gold, and that's not all. Some 1998 pennies have die cracks or double dies, marks that occur when the die used to strike the coin gets damaged or misaligned. These errors can leave fascinating, almost artistic patterns on the coin's surface. Then there are off-center strikes, where the coin isn't perfectly aligned during the minting process, creating a quirky, eye-catching error. These errors aren't just quirks, they're treasures. A pristine 1998 wide AM penny can fetch hundreds, even thousands of dollars at auction. And off-center strikes or double dies? Those can command jaw-dropping prices, especially if the error is pronounced and the coin is in great condition. Now, imagine this. You've just found a jar of old coins in your closet. Among the nickels, dimes, and quarters, there's a 1998 penny. Could it be one of these rare treasures? Here's how you can find out. First, grab a magnifying glass or a coin loupe. These tools will help you spot tiny details that the naked eye might miss. Next, take a good look at the reverse side of the coin. Pay close attention to the spacing between the A and the M in America. Is it wide? If so, you might be holding a wide AM penny. Check for other errors too. Look for any unusual marks, cracks, or patterns that might indicate a die error. And if the coin looks like it was stamped off-center, that's another potential jackpot. The thrill of finding a valuable penny is unmatched. Imagine turning a coin you found in a parking lot into a payday worth thousands. It's not just about the money, it's about the story, the history, and the discovery. So, you've identified a rare penny. Now what? Well, the next step is to determine its value. Coin collectors and dealers use a variety of factors to evaluate a coin, including its rarity, condition, and demand in the market. Some 1998 pennies have fetched eye-popping sums at auctions. Stories of people cashing in on their coin jars for unexpected windfalls are more common than you'd think. But before you rush to sell, there's something you need to know. Many people make the mistake of selling their coins too quickly or to the wrong buyer, losing out on potential profits. The key is to have your coin professionally graded and appraised. Services like PCGS and NGC can give you an accurate evaluation, ensuring you get the best price. And don't forget about online platforms and coin shows, where you can connect with collectors and dealers who understand the true value of your find. Who knew a simple penny could hold so much history, mystery, and potential wealth? The 1998 US penny is a testament to the idea that even the smallest things can have incredible value. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your change jars, your car's cup holders, and that drawer in your kitchen. If you find a 1998 penny, take a closer look. It might just be your ticket to an unforgettable story and a small fortune. If you've enjoyed this journey into the hidden world of coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. And in our next episode, we'll uncover another unexpected treasure hiding in plain sight. You won't want to miss it. Treasure hunting doesn't always need a map. Sometimes, it starts with a penny. It's just a penny, right? Or could it be your ticket to unimaginable wealth? That's what we're diving into today as we uncover the mystery of the 1995 US penny, a coin that, for some, has turned spare change into life-changing fortunes. You might be walking past a hidden treasure every day and not even know it. But by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and who knows? You could be sitting on a jackpot without even realizing it. The 1995 US penny might look like any other coin at first glance. It's small, copper-toned, and unassuming. But what if I told you that some of these pennies have fetched hundreds, even thousands of dollars at auction? That's right. A single penny, overlooked by so many, could be the key to a payday that dreams are made of. But what makes this coin so special? Is it a rare error, an anomaly in production, or perhaps a combination of both? Stay tuned as we unravel the story behind this extraordinary coin. To truly appreciate the 1995 penny and its potential, we first need to understand the history and context of the US penny itself. The penny is one of the oldest and most iconic coins in American currency. It has seen multiple design changes over the years, but the one we're focusing on today is the Lincoln Memorial design, created by Victor D. Brenner. His design, introduced in 1959, honored Abraham Lincoln on the front and showcased the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design was a staple of U.S. coinage for decades and is instantly recognizable to most Americans. In 1995, the penny was composed of 97.5% zinc with a thin outer layer of copper, giving it that familiar reddish-brown color. At that time, billions of pennies were minted each year, with production facilities in Philadelphia and Denver cranking out coins to meet demand. To put it into perspective, over 6.5 billion pennies were minted at the Philadelphia Mint alone in 1995, and another 7.1 billion came out of the Denver Mint. That's a staggering amount of coins. But even among billions, a few can stand out as incredibly special. Why is 1995 such an interesting year for pennies? It was a time of relative stability in the United States, with the economy growing steadily. But in the numismatic world, or the world of coin collecting, 1995 was hiding a secret. A tiny detail on some of these pennies would later be discovered, something that could make an ordinary 1-cent coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Let's start with the standard 1995 penny. What makes it seem ordinary? For starters, it has the typical weight of 2.5 grams, a diameter of 19 millimeters, and the same copper-plated zinc composition we've come to expect from modern pennies. If you flip one over, you'll see the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, a design that had been in place since 1959. Depending on where the coin was minted, it might have a D mint mark for Denver or no mint mark at all if it was produced in Philadelphia. But here's the thing, not all 1995 pennies are created equal. Among the billions of coins produced that year, a handful emerged with an unusual feature that has collectors buzzing. It's a small detail, easy to miss unless you know what to look for. And that's what we're here to reveal. Could one of these rare pennies be hiding in your pocket right now? This brings us to the heart of the mystery, the error variance and rare finds among the 1995 pennies. Imagine this: a tiny mistake during production turns an everyday coin into a collector's dream. One of the most famous errors associated with the 1995 penny is the double die obverse, or DDO. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is a double die? It occurs when the die used to strike the coin is improperly manufactured, causing some elements of the design to appear doubled. On the 1995 DDO penny, this doubling is most noticeable in the inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." To the naked eye, these letters might look slightly thicker or have a shadow effect. But with a magnifying glass or a loupe, the doubling becomes clear. This isn't just a printing error, it's a minting anomaly, and it has numismatists captivated. So, how valuable is the 1995 DDO penny? The value depends largely on the coin's condition. A well-preserved example, graded as mint state by professional grading services, can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In fact, some of these coins have fetched record prices at auctions. It's incredible to think that a penny you might find in a jar of spare change could be worth that much. But the DDO isn't the only error to watch out for. Other errors from 1995 include die cracks, which occur when the die develops a fracture, leaving raised lines on the coin's surface. Off-center strikes are another fascinating anomaly, where the design appears shifted because the coin wasn't properly aligned during the minting process. Weak strikes, where the details are faint or incomplete, are also sought after by collectors. Each of these errors adds to the coin's uniqueness and potential value, but here's the burning question: how do you know if your 1995 penny is valuable? First, you'll need a few tools: a magnifying glass or loupe to inspect the details up close, a reference guide to compare your coin to known errors, and a scale to ensure it matches the standard weight. Start by examining the date and inscriptions for signs of doubling. Pay attention to any unusual markings or imperfections. And whatever you do, don't clean your coin. Cleaning can strip away its natural patina and drastically reduce its value. Imagine this: you're sitting at home, sifting through a pile of loose change, and you spot something unusual, a 1995 penny with a double die obverse. You send it off to be graded, and a few weeks later, it's confirmed. That tiny coin, worth just 1 cent on the surface, could now fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The thrill of that discovery is something every collector dreams of. But what if you find a rare penny and decide to sell it? How do you ensure you get the best price? The market for 1995 pennies is vibrant, with collectors always on the lookout for high-quality specimens. To determine a coin's value, experts consider factors like rarity, condition, and demand. Professional grading services, such as PCGS and NGC, can authenticate and grade your coin, giving potential buyers confidence in its value. When it comes to selling, you have several options. Online marketplaces like eBay or specialized coin auction sites are popular choices. Coin shows and local dealers can also connect you with buyers. Just remember, patience is key. Don't rush to sell your coin without understanding its full value. And here's a tip: avoid common pitfalls, like accepting lowball offers or failing to have your coin graded. These mistakes could cost you big time. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on the incredible journey of the 1995 penny. Who would have thought that a simple coin, one you might overlook in your pocket change, could hold such a fascinating story? It's a piece of history, a collector's dream, and for some, a life-changing discovery. So, what are you waiting for? Grab a magnifying glass, start examining your pennies, and see if you can uncover a hidden treasure. If you do, be sure to share your story in the comments below. We'd love to hear about your finds. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to help others join the hunt. In our next video, we'll explore another coin with a surprising secret. Don't miss it. Until then, happy treasure hunting, because sometimes, the most extraordinary discoveries are hiding in plain sight.